The apparent me is living in the experience of I am real, I exist in this body. And with that experience of I am real, everything else also becomes real. So if this apparent me gets to hear that someone else is saying, there is no me, there is no one inside, it tries to understand why another person could say that. And it comes up with different ideas. Maybe with the idea that the person who is saying that is brainwashed. Or maybe it thinks this person has made a lot of bad experiences. The person has disconnected from reality, has created its own reality where the person is not real and nothing else is real. So it's like a reaction to a damage, an inner damage, emotional damage. As the apparent me experiences itself as real, and that everything that is happening to it. It thinks that also another person who is maybe talking about radical non-duality is someone to whom something has happened. That is the only way how the apparent me can explain to itself radical non-duality. These ideas come from the arrogance of the apparent me. It thinks it is the center of the universe. It thinks it is the center around which everything else is happening. So it thinks it has to deal with life. It has to deal with the world. It also thinks, without me, this body would just lay on the ground and die. It thinks it is necessary so that a body sleeps, gets up, is eating, is laughing, is crying, going swimming, going running. That is the arrogance of the me. And the irony is that everything is happening without a me. Already now, there is no one. Everything that seemed to have happened up to now happened without a me. It never was real. Only when the apparent me has disappeared, it is obvious that it never was real. But the apparent me cannot imagine that. It would need to imagine its own absence to understand why someone else could say, there is no me, there never has been, there never will be. Everything that happens is nothing appearing as everything. There are no two separated people. There is no me and there is no you. And if it appears as if there was a me and a you, and that we have different opinions, also that is nothing appearing as apparent me and apparent you and apparent different opinions. It doesn't matter if humans live with an apparent me or without an apparent me. Humans are just an empty appearance. There is no one inside. Without experiencer, without the conviction that I exist in this body, there is no position to that what happens. Without any position, everything is the same. So there is no significance in peace, and there is no significance in war. And the loss of the apparent me has no influence on what is apparently happening. It doesn't matter. It is just like an additional noise that is happening without any influence on what is happening. There is no reason and no sense in what is apparently happening. It doesn't go anywhere. There is nothing to find. The end of the apparent me is the end of the search. It's the end of all happening. It's the end of the knower who knows what's going on. It's the end of the experiencer who has this and that experience. It's the end. It's a loss, the loss of the apparent me. And the end of the search is not finding. It's just the end of the seeker.